GamePro! Our favorite skin rashes return in Battletoads for the NES. A super power-up tip for Bloody Wolf on the T16. Hard-hitting arcade excitement and super high-impact football. And learn to fly in Pilotwings for the SNES. All this and more on GamePro! Oh yeah!
Hi, everybody. I'm J.D. Roth.
Yeah, and I'm Brent Haas.
What's up, buddy? How's it going?
Welcome to GamePro.
That's right, and we are buzzing on the set today because the Game Lab goofballs have been stretched to the max this week, putting together the up-to-the-minute, super fresh stuff you're waiting for, and we know you're waiting for it. So I'll tell you what, dudes, today's stuff is so fresh that it's still coming in.
Mr. B, man,
even as we take it to the air.
Sorry to interrupt you, Mr. Roth, but that 16-bit Castlevania 4 you wanted for today, I'm sorry it's late, but Marvin was assigned to do it.
Hey, it's the Marv, man.
Marvaroo.
Marv Meister.
Doing the Marv thing.
No, you see, Marvin was also assigned to the Ask the Pros, and, well, Marvin didn't make it.
Whoa.
In fact, Marvin will be leaving the lab shortly.
Wow. I can't believe we lost another one, dude. But, hey, thanks for bringing me the 16-bit stuff.
You're welcome, but Mr. Roth, what if they asked me to do it and ask the pros? I have a wife. I have 2 children, Mr. Roth. Mr. Beeman, what if they asked me to do a cutting edge? I don't know what I'd do then. I can't do this.
Well, I guess we fried another Game Lab garbanzo beans, and from the look of old George there, yeah, he could be next. Weird.
Yeah, that dude is weird. Major weird. Oof. You know, I think he's after my job, too, that spud. That's okay, though. The Game Maniacs back in the Game Lab may be a little bit weird, but I'd say they came through with the goods today, I must admit. So, you know, the goods are coming from GamePro magazine. It's the right stuff at the right time, and we're Studley, so if you're ready to kick off, let's kick it to SWAT. I'm off.
Secret weapons and tactics.
Woo! Here I am right in the middle of my favorite NES game card, Battletoads, with a tip that'll nail down a ton of one-ups. Head for level 2. Now, kick a bird and grab its beak for a weapon. Use the weapon to whack another bird over the head. But don't just hit him once. I'm talking major whacking. Keep whacking the same bird over and over again, because the more times you hit the same bird, the more bonus points you're gonna get. And after a while, you'll get a one-up. Good luck. Once again, you gotta keep whacking the same bird over and over again to get more bonus points and tons of one-ups. All right.
Hi, I'm Andrew DeFeo from Rumson, New Jersey, and I have a question on the game Shadowgate. I'm stuck in the tower with the large Sphinx. I can't figure out the answer to his riddles. Can you help me?
It's a piece of cake, dude. Watch this.
The Sphinx riddles can be solved with a little bit of common sense. The questions will come at random and will involve giving the Sphinx an item in your inventory in order to get by him. In this riddle, the Sphinx says, long neck, no hands, 100 legs, cannot stand. Born of a forest nest, against a wall I rest. Now the Sphinx is looking for a broom. Give him the broom, and you're on your way. Here's another one. First burnt and beaten, drowned and pierced with nails, then stepped on by long-faced animals. It's a horseshoe. Give it to the Sphinx and he'll let you by. Now watch what happens when you answer a question incorrectly. The Sphinx asks, you look at me, I look back. Your right hand raises, I my left. You speak, but I in vain. Now the answer to the riddle is mirror, but if you don't have the mirror, the Sphinx will punish you by sending you back to near the beginning of the game. So make sure you have as many items in your inventory before you face the Sphinx.
Happening question, bud. Now, as for the rest of you gamer dudes, just keep them coming in, okay? Watch for the address at the end of the show.
Go for it, bud.
Secret weapons and tactics.
Oh, hi-ho, Silver Dudes. Back in SWAT World with another great password trick for the NES game, The Lone Ranger.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, later, dude. That'll teach him. With this one password, you can send the masked man out on the range loaded up with extra cash, a long-barreled gun, 50 rounds of standard bullets, 50 rounds of silver bullets, and 10 sticks of dynamite. In other words, almost every weapon this game has to offer. Here's the code. After you bring up the password screen, enter 0810 7830 32512. Be sure to leave the last 3 digits of the password blank. But hold on, my faithful Indian companion. There's more. After you enter the password, the message Area 1 Select will appear. Now use up and down on your control pad to select the area. That's right, Kemosabe. You not only get all the weapons, you can select any area in the game to start from. Choose your entry point and hi-ho silver! Away! Just in case you missed it, here's the password again. Nice haircut, man. Ugh. If you're looking for more power in the adventure game Bloody Wolf for the T16, check out this awesome pad trick. Bring up the title screen on the game and press up, down, right, button 1, button 1, button 2, and then select on the control pad. Now remember, it's gotta happen in that order. If you hit it right, a large number 2 will appear on the title screen, and you've just souped up your character's speed big time. Now, keep going by pressing down, up, left, button 2, button 2, button 1, and then select. Hit run and begin the game, and you're ready to fly. One more time. First, bring up the title screen. Now, press these buttons in this order. Up, down, right, button 1, button 2, and then select. When you see the large number 2 on the screen, you know the increased speed is in the bag. Now keep going. Press down, up, left, button 2, button 1, and then select.
Now you'll be looking at a big 3-hit run, and you'll be flying over those screaming meanies.
What's up, bud? What's up, buddy? Pro review! Now, it's time to check in with the pros back in the game lab over here and get the word on what's hot, what's not, and new in-game cards.
You got it, my man. This week, we are looking at a few new adventures for your NES and TurboGrafx 16. Now, you remember how this thing works, right? The Magic 4. We rate the games in 4 categories: graphics, sound, difficulty of the challenge, and the overall fun factor.
Factor indeed. First from the Game Lab Goonies this week is Shatterhand for the NES. And it is nothing less than metallic mayhem in this story of law and order in the year 2030.
If you think we've got bad guy problems today, forget about it, bud. Because in the year 2030, the bad guys are cyborgs, and they are the ultimate in Mondo metal monsters. So what are they gonna do about these cyberpunks? Well, somebody's gotta take the dirty job, and that someone is Lawman Steve Herman of the Law and Order Regulatory Division, also known as Lord. Lawman Steve prepares for this most heinous of assignments by trading in his own flesh and blood mitts for a pair of metal-crushing cybernetic hands. His new code name, Shatterhand. The action takes place over 7 levels of metal-crunching madness as Shatterhand gives a nasty new meaning to the idea of getting punched in the face. That's not all, so check it out, bud. The Shattermeister can also create his own pet robots by putting 3 alpha or beta letters together. And let me tell you, these robots are truly man's best friend because they put out some weapon power that is not to be believed.
Now, how did we score it? Perfection, dude! Ah! The graphics are awesome and the multi-scrolling scenery sizzles. Now, the sound is totally and completely cool. You want challenge? You got it, bud, because every inch of this game is a fight for your life. Now, is it fun? Well, for my money, Shatterhand's Rock'em Sock'em action is as good as it gets.